Alright, hey there, good morning. Oh boy. How are you doing? I woke up so late because last night I got in from my trip. No, yesterday morning I got in from my trip. I think we landed here at like 7 a.m. But for me, it's 6 hours behind. So I could not get to sleep last night for the life of me. I think the problem was as well that like I had a nap in the middle of the day just because I could not do it. I barely slept on the plane as well. There was also like a medical... I'm just rambling at you now, I'm sorry, but anyway, I hope you're having a good morning. There was a medical emergency on the plane. It was just, there was a lot going on the plane rides, a lot of turbulence, medical emergencies, people asking for doctors, which has never happened on a plane I've been on, but everyone was okay. Am I happy to be back in Toronto? I don't know, I'm happy to be back vlogging. Oh my god. I was up until I think 3 a.m. last night. I could just not fall asleep, so I was just reading in bed. I had like a meal at 2 a.m. It was a mess, so now I've slept in really late. It's already like 11, but I have a lot of stuff to do today and just try to get back on a routine. Oh, these need to be cut. We're gonna cut our bangs today. Probably. I don't really want to. A singular drop. Not feeling like I want to spend the 10 minutes cutting my bangs, so we're just gonna do a magic trick and make them disappear. Okay, breakfast. Yesterday was buy one get one free at my favorite poke place, so I got two. Kelsford really likes eating some of the corn out of here. I always give him little pieces of the corn. It's delicioso. So I'm just gonna have this for breakfast / lunch. Coconut. I know. Okay, hold on. Can you sit? You guys gotta sit. Stop. Wait, let me just get you one piece of corn. One small piece of corn. Fur. Making mischief? I've gotten a little bit ready for the day. Kelsford is finally sleeping. It's been so nice to have him back. I really missed him when I was away. Cried giving him to my parents for the week, cried picking him up. But he had the best time. He loves going to my parents' house. So I thought I would make my iced coffee while we chat a little bit. So let's do it. Somebody's probably about to be over here for the ice cube tax. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated to get my stuff together to do a lot in these next 3 weeks, because then is it like so much of April will be traveling for me, which is really exciting. But also a little bit scary because I've been someone my whole life who like I've always really wanted to travel, but I've had such huge travel anxiety, and like I still kind of do, but I manage it so much better now than I used to. Want a piece of ice cube? That like I'm really excited to just travel so much because I've never really traveled it. Do you want a full one today? Yeah, do you think you could eat a full one? There's your ice cube. We've got the ice. But yes, my next travel destination will be somewhere in Canada, so not going super far for the next one. I am currently listening to one audiobook, and that is the Vermilion Emporium by Jamie Pacton. This one I just saw on Libby and it was available, so I started listening to it on my flight home. And so far, like, it's just okay. So far it is a little bit boring. It is fantasy. I think, hold on, let's do this. I think it might be adult, actually. I think it might be adult fantasy, but the tagline says that it is a mix of the Radium Girls and Howl's Moving Castle, which, like, is what got me. Howl's Moving Castle. And the Radium Girls are, like, the women during, is it World War II or World War I, who were working with radium, and they got really, really, really sick doing what they were doing. But so far, it's kind of boring, and I'm almost halfway through, so I don't know, I might DNF it. Essentially, it is about this guy named Twain, and he's kind of living a hard life because his brother just died because he fell off a cliff, because they go to the cliff to get these really valuable bird feathers that they can sell. But Twain is up there himself, like a little bit later, also trying to get these feathers. And while he's up there, he finds a thread of starlight, which, like, I don't really know how this works. It's a little, you're being spicy today. A little unclear how there's just starlight, but anyway, there is, and he finds starlight and he's like, this is so valuable, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna get out of this town. But then he runs into this girl named Quinta, and she is also searching for something because her mother has recently died, or no, not recently actually, but she's looking for this place called the Vermilion Emporium, because her mother's last dying wish was like, you need to find this place, you have the ability to do great things, maybe it's magic, I don't really know. We don't really know. But anyway, the novel begins with both of them finding the Vermilion Emporium, which is like this shop that is much bigger on the inside. It's very sprawling, very Howl's Moving Castle-esque, and they start to discover together the secrets on how to make starlight, how to, like, weave it into different things, because it has magical properties that you can imbue into fibers like dresses, hats, cloaks, whatever. And so when, like, the Duchess or something of the place, what am I doing? Finds out that these two kids have this ability. Okay, maybe it is YA. Kelsfer, how is there cat hair in the straw? She commissions them, kind of threateningly, to make her dresses from starlight, because they'll give her power. So now they're kind of playing the Rapunzel game, where, like, they don't have any starlight left, because the strand that Twain found, Quinta found a book that teaches, it's like a cross-stitching book, and she wove it into, like, a wristband for him, and it healed him, and they're falling in love. Oh my god, guys, can I just say I hate the love story so far. Hate the romance in the Vermilion Emporium. It's just so boring. It's so boring. The coffee is done, and it's really good. Anyway, that is what I'm currently listening to, and then I'm reading a couple other books. So I think now that my iced coffee is done, I'm just gonna really quickly finish this essay I'm working on for school, and then I have some other stuff. I have another essay I need to start after that. So, but yeah, that's the audiobook situation currently on the go. Just in the middle of the road. If it gets any better, I will let you know, because I'm excited to see the Radium Girls aspect come into play. But yeah, and also Kelsford just stole my seat. Hi! Did you just take my seat? Oh. Let me see the other one. It's coffee. It's just coffee. Okay. So I finished my essay, and I'm actually about to go on a little book buying adventure, a little one, online, so I thought we could go together, because I haven't bought many books this year, but I did want to talk about the book I'm physically reading alongside David Copperfield. I'm still reading David Copperfield, but this one, I always buy a book, or I always try to buy a book in different countries or different places I travel to, but I didn't find any bookstores on Kauai. I didn't see any, but I had a layover in San Francisco, and I was not expecting this at all. There was a bookstore in the San Francisco airport called Compass Books. I was just wandering around and I found it. Pretty big bookstore, like a really nice, big, roomy bookstore with lots of sections. I was really impressed, and I was like, you know what, I have to buy one here. because at that point I had also finished the book that I had brought with me, which was called Latitudes of Longing. I'll probably talk about that one in my wrap-up, but the book that I bought in San Francisco is Winter in Sokcho by Elisa Chua-Dusepin. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. First of all, this cover, I really, really like it. I think that I've actually seen this book before in Type Books in Toronto when I went with Carolyn, and I'm pretty sure I picked this up. I had it in my hands, but I didn't buy it. So when I saw it in San Francisco, I'm like, okay, you're coming home with me. And it's here, and I'm actually almost done because I was reading it in the airport, and then last night when I could not sleep, when I was up until 3 a.m., I just sat up in bed and I read about like 50 more pages of this. I am very much into it. I think I'm gonna finish it today because it is a very short book. I only have like 40 something pages left, but essentially Winter in Sokcho is about this young French-Korean girl, and she is working at a resort. Okay, it's not really a hotel because it's really only one little guest house, but she is working as a receptionist, cook, laundress, all of this stuff at this very small seaside resort because Sokcho is like a border city between South and North Korea, so there's a lot about the war in here as well. It's a very quiet book, like very, very quiet, sometimes very strange, very eerie. It's a lot about identity. There's stuff about eating disorders, North and South Korea, her being French and Korean. A Frenchman from Normandy comes to stay at the resort, and he is like a graphic designer. Is he a graphic designer? I think. He writes and illustrates comic books, and he's looking for inspiration in the winter landscape around Sokcho, but no one really goes to Sokcho in the winter because it's very much like a seaside summer beach resort kind of town. Kind of strike up a little bit of a relationship. It's definitely very uneasy. He wants her to take him to like all of the natural landscape and like beautiful places around the area, but she's like, you know what, this isn't the reality of what's going on here. Like, our beaches are full of barbed wire. There are signs of the present war all over the place. And it also deals with witnessing, being seen. The eyeballs play a very large part in winter in this book, in the book, and it's really, really good. It's actually really, really good. What else is happening? There's another young girl who's staying with her boyfriend at the resort because she's just had facial surgery, and so she's going there to recover so that she's not seen while she's recovering and changing into a whole different person. She has her whole face done, and amidst this are conversations and pressure from like our protagonist's family, her mother, to also get surgery done. I'm just really liking it. And also like him being an artist, he's like kind of starting to draw her. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. I'm loving it. I'm going to be, like I said, finishing this one up today. I'm really glad that I bought it. I would definitely recommend this beautiful book. So that is Winter in Sokcho. Right, let's go book shopping. Not me not talking about David Copperfield. Before I buy these books, I really am also in the market, and I've kind of just decided this over the past couple of days, for a new desk chair. Because let's be honest with each other, I bought this chair, which I love, by the way. It's my very famous green office chair. I think it's beautiful. I've had this for a couple years now, 2 or 3 years. I love it, but it is so not good for my posture, my neck, my back, anything when I'm working at my desk. Like it's just not. It has no support. It's really not the right height for me here. And I just would really like to make an investment in my lumbar support life. So that, if anyone has any recommendations, please let me know. I really don't like the look of like the gaming chairs as like comfortable and good for you as I know they probably are. I really think they're hideous. Okay, so the first book that I need to buy is Catcher in the Rye, because I don't have it, and that is the Game of Tomes book club pick for April. But I'm also going to be finishing David Copperfield in April as well, so I think it'll be nice to like read them closer together, side by side, especially because David Copperfield is so long. Like, I'm just going to buy these through chapter. It's a mass market paperback. No, I don't want the mass market paperback. I'm sorry. Maybe it's okay. Maybe just this once. Okay. And then I'm also going to be buying, I think, just 2 other books for a video I'm making. Potentially concerning some books that you have been talking about a lot. Do I want to buy anything else? No. Maybe? No, don't do it. Don't do it because you don't need to. Okay, so I'm gonna buy Catcher in the Rye. And then one of the other books, I guess to give you a hint, it starts with 19. The title starts with 19. Okay, so yeah, I just realized that I'm in the middle of reading 7 books. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm feeling okay. I never feel like I struggle to bounce back and forth, but I don't think I've ever read... Have I ever read 7 at once? I don't know. So, like I said, I have Winter on the go, Winter in Sokcho. I'm going to be finishing this today, so that'll be one just checked off. That was a random book that came into my life very serendipitously. And then the oldest book I'm reading is actually a collection of stories, Earth Elder stories. This is for my Indigenous course that I'm taking, Voices from Canada. So this is like a very short collection of oral stories that have been put down into text. So I've only got through the preface and the introduction, so I'm not very far into this, but I'll be reading more of this today, I think, because I think I'm catching up on the unit for that. And then, like I said, I am reading David Copperfield. Can I just ask, can this just get a little more interesting? Just a little more interesting, Dickens. That's all I'm asking for. I'm on page 236. I've been reading 20 pages of this a day, and yeah. It's just, I don't even like David. So far, I only like Miss Trotwood, who is his aunt. I just really like his aunt. But yeah, like nothing is happening. He's just getting passed off and passed around to various people, through various people, going to school, going to different family members. Like not a lot is really going on, and I'm really finding it hard to stay engaged. Except for his aunt. I'm in love with his aunt. Have there even been any cool quotes I can tell you? Yeah. I like this one. I'm sitting on my bed reading as if for life. Like you read in order to live. I like that one. I liked fashions are like human beings. They come in, nobody knows when, why, or how, and they go out, nobody knows when, why, or how. Everything is like life, in my opinion, if you look at it in that point of view. But like other than only a couple quotes, I'm not having a good time. I'm not having a good time yet. I'm also currently reading Dance, Dance, Dance for my thesis, which is really exciting, but I'm only 20 pages in, but I've been annotating really extensively, so this is going really slowly because I'm going to be writing on this a lot, so. And then I'm also reading Hotel Lobbies and Lounges. I'm 60 pages through this, so that's good. I'll probably read a couple more essays in here so I can finish this, maybe not this month. And then the set of how many? Oh, the Vermilion Emporium. Is that number 6? 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. And then number 7, I'm actually just about to start The President, so this will be my 7th book because this is currently also for my Latin American novel course. This is the book we're now reading, so I gotta start this today too. And then I'll probably read this also 20 pages by 20 pages. So those are the 7 books I'm currently reading, but I'm liking everything except for David Copperfield. But yeah, right now I am gonna sit down and I am going to read David Copperfield. I'm gonna sit down and have a little reading session with these 2 books and get my 40 pages out of the way for today. I'm really excited for this one, although the print is so tiny. Why would they do that? But anyway, yes. So let's just knock David out of the park. I'm really suffering through these 20 pages a day. If anyone is further than me and you're having a good time, or you're just having a good time in general with this, please tell me. Oh god. The way I just want to fall asleep reading this. I finished it and I really liked it. I want to sit with it. It's so atmospheric. It is really good. It is really good. Like, you could read this in probably like a couple of sittings. That is Winter in Sokcho. I really enjoyed it. So good. Okay, now, ooh, the sun. So nice with the time change because I feel like there's just so much more sun now, which is exciting. But now I have to find somewhere to put this. My bookshelves are getting a little full again. Okay, S. Oh, look at that. These books look so good together. President reading for the day. I finished Charles Copper. I almost said Charles Copperfield. David Copperfield for the day. So those are done, and then I have these 3 left on the go, which are all for school. So I might keep going with the hotel lobbies for now, switch to some nonfiction, which might be good for me. And I'm also trying to start Restore Me at some point very soon because I want to be finishing up the Shatter Me series for that blog. I might start that tonight. So I'm down to 6 books now, but I might be back up to 7 with Restore Me. I don't know. It is dinner time. I just finished off the rest of the poke bowl. Take a small break and then do some research. I've been taking notes because, like, this is a library book. I'm gonna have to return it, but I might watch some YouTube, have a little snack, have some more water, and then I might start researching for my thesis tonight. So that's kind of the plan. I don't want some fresh air. Is it too cold? I don't know. I should probably also water my plants. This is like my favorite vegan cheese, but I only get it like once a year because it's so expensive. Good evening. So kind of still have a fading sunburn, as you can see, but I wanted to give you guys one more reading update before I get ready for bed. I really want to start going to bed earlier, so it's literally 9 o'clock right now, but probably gonna edit this vlog a little bit. I did manage to listen to a lot more of the Vermilion Emporium, and now 52%, and if anything, it has only gotten more boring. I really don't want to DNF it because I'm already more than halfway through. I don't know, we still haven't got to the Radium Girls part of it, but it's not keeping my interest at all. Like, I'm listening to it at 2.15 speed, and I could bump that up, and I probably will if I do manage to finish the Vermilion Emporium. So if anyone has read it, it doesn't seem like it has a lot of ratings on Goodreads. Let me know if that's like a good idea. Finished one book today, made a lot of progress on the Vermilion Emporium, and David Copperfield's My Thoughts and Prayers Are With Myself, because I'm not having the best time in the world. But I wanted to say thank you so much for coming along on a little day in my life. It feels good to get back into a little bit of a routine. Vlogging helps so much, by the way. I feel like even if you don't have a YouTube channel, and if you do, can you leave your channel down below, because I'm always looking for new YouTube channels to watch. Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you don't have a YouTube channel, I feel like vlogging your day, like, it just helps me stay so accountable, and I always get so much more done. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a really great night or day, morning, wherever you are on this planet, and I will see you next time. So from a very sleepy Kelsifer and me, ciao.